Thank you, everyone. Please be seated. The defense may call its next witness.
Defense calls, is it Jason Hayes? Jason?
All right. We'll have the witness brought in. Is it Haynes or Hayes? Does anyone know?
No N, to the best of my knowledge.
Hayes?
No N.
All right. Good afternoon, sir. If you would please make your way to the witness stand, which is on my right. Upper riser. When you get there, please remain standing. Raise your right hand. My clerk, Teresa, who's across from you, will swear you in.
Do you solemnly swear that the testimony you're about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Thank you, sir. Please have a seat. The first thing I will ask you to do is to state your first and last names for the record and spell each.
Jason, Jason, Hayes, Hayes.
Thank you. Go ahead, sir. Your witness.
Just 1 second. I accept for value and return for value this document for the record. Good afternoon, Mr. Hayes. Is that how you pronounce Hayes?
Yep.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a retail sales associate for a food broker, Damon Worldwide.
Been doing that for a long time?
21 years.
Yes, it's a long time. The evening of November 21st, 2021. You recall that evening pretty well?
Fairly well, yes.
What were you doing that evening?
Went to the parade.
Did you go to the parade with family, friends?
I went there with my daughter.
Do you recall what time you arrived?
30 minutes before the parade started.
Were you scheduled to do any marching in the parade itself,
No.
or just spectate?
Yes.
Just for the record, did you say yes to being a spectator?
Yes.
Thank
That's
you.
what I thought he said.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure there was...
Yeah, he answered. Anything unusual catch your eye that day that you recall?
Yes.
And what did you see?
Besides the parade,
Yeah, I'm sorry. That was unusual that caught your eye that evening.
well, where we were, yes, a red truck came through where we were. It honked and swerved.
I guess I want to back up a little bit. Where were you positioned at that
We
time?
were all the way at the beginning of the parade.
Okay.
Like, it was Main and the corner of Main and White Rock.
Okay. And you said you observed this vehicle honked and swerved?
Yes.
What did it swerve from?
I'm sorry.
What did it swerve from?
Where?
Or was it, I guess the correct question would be, why did it swerve?
I don't know. I wasn't driving. I don't know what his intentions were.
And you stated that the vehicle honked. Was that just a single honk, or was it a beep beep, or
One honk.
do you recall stating that it honked several times?
I don't
And
recall.
when you were initially.
I don't recall.
So, well, before we get to that, did you see where the vehicle went after it honked and swerved?
Yes, it kept on going straight down Main East, the same route the parade went.
Did you get a description of who was driving the vehicle you saw that
I
day?
did not.
Did you get a license plate?
I did not.
Do you recall if the vehicle had any tinted windows?
No.
And I'm assuming at some point you either were interviewed by law enforcement or seek to be interviewed by law enforcement.
I did, by a detective.
And do you recall if that was the same evening, or
It was not the same evening.
so it was,
It was a
that
couple
days
days
prior?
after.
Okay. Do you recall in that interview that you had with the detective stating that your kids were playing in the roadway and the operator of the vehicle honked the horn several times and veered to the left around the kids?
Yes.
So in your opinion, it wasn't trying to strike the kids?
Correct. Yes.
And after it continued, I think you said east.
Yep.
Would that be correct? East?
Yep.
Did you see the vehicle strike anyone? When
I
you
did not. No.
Do you recall what side of the street the vehicle was traveling on at that
It
time?
was on the right side.
On the right side.
So we were on the north side of the road.
Okay. So the right side would be.
Yep.
Okay. Did you see the vehicle stay on the north side of the road for the duration of the time that you observed it?
Yes.
So you never saw it go to the other side of the road, or?
No.
No further questions at this time.
Thank you. Any cross?
Yes, just briefly. Good afternoon, Mr. Hayes.
Good afternoon.
Thank you for your attendance, sir. Mr. Hayes, do you remember seeing a police officer at this intersection as well?
I don't recall.
Okay. Do you remember writing in your report or telling the police officer that a police officer chased the vehicle on foot?
Objection, leading.
Overruled. It's a cross. You may answer.
I do remember that I thought I saw a police chasing after the car on foot.
Okay. And do you remember also telling the same officer that the SUV took off down the street and that it accelerated?
Yes.
Objection.
Is that
Hold on. There's been an objection.
I guess the objection to be what officer is being referred to wasn't clear.
Overruled. The statement, continue asking the question.
I guess I was asking was that referring to the interview officer?
Your objection is noted. It's overruled. The statement asked the question fully.
Is that your recollection, sir, that the vehicle sped off and accelerated away?
Yes.
Objection speculative.
Overruled.
Do you also recall telling the officer who interviewed you that the driver of the vehicle had a dark complexion and a beard?
Yes.
Is that accurate with your recollection of the driver?
Yes.
But you didn't see a face, you couldn't
No.
identify anybody beyond those descriptions, correct?
Hold on. There's been an objection to leading. It's overruled. The witness may answer.
No.
All right, thank you, sir. Those were all my questions.
Thank you. Any redirects, sir?
Briefly, very briefly,